Hi, I'm Jared. Welcome to Kill-Divill, where we focus on rum and cocktails. Today, we are going to make the Modern Hurricane. If you're returning to the channel, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Either case, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on anything that I do. If you just want the recipe, check the timestamps down below. Otherwise, here's me talking. Rum-based cocktail created by Benson Pat O'Brien and or his business partner Charles Cantrell and or their bartender Louis Culligan for their bar Pat O'Brien's in New Orleans sometime around the 1940s. The Modern Hurricane is different than the original 1940s version. If you want to see the recipe for the 1940s version, I do have a video for that, so check the links down below. We're not sure why it changed, but it changed sometime after the drink started becoming popular with tourists. So some people think that the formula changed to become more popular with tourists. Some people also think that the formula changed to make it easier to make, to batch, and to sell. We don't really know though. Having said that, let's make a Modern Hurricane. No, let me rephrase that. We're not going to make the Modern Hurricane. We're going to make a Modern Hurricane. If you want to make the Pat O'Brien's version of the Hurricane, you have to go to their website and order their mix. Their mix is a secret recipe. If you look online, you'll find a whole bunch of modern hurricane recipes. They all have some core ingredients in common. However, we don't really know what is in the Pat O'Brien's Hurricane. So this is a Modern Hurricane. A note on the rums. Most modern hurricane recipes call for two rums, a white rum and a dark rum. In my case, I'm going to go with the Gosling's Black Seal because that's what I used for the 1940s version of the Hurricane. I'm also going to go with Trader Joe's Rum of the God, which is my go-to white rum. Try to find rums that you like. There's a lot of rum in this drink, so the rums you pick are going to change the flavor a lot, and you might find a winning combination for you and your guests. To make this drink, I'm going to start with the syrups. The first thing I'm going to add is the Grenadine, and I do make my own Grenadine at home. There is a link to that recipe down below as well. If you buy using store-bought Grenadine, you may have to adjust this recipe a little bit. I'm going to put in a half an ounce of Grenadine, which is 15 milliliters. Put that right in my shaker tin. Next, passion fruit syrup. I'm going to put in an ounce and a half of this, which is 45 milliliters. And personally, I'd say if it doesn't have passion fruit of some sort in it, it's not a real hurricane. Put this around. Let's put that right there. Next, the juices. And through the magic of editing, I now have my fresh squeezed juices. I have lime juice and orange juice, and I'm going to put in 1 ounce of each of these, which is 30 milliliters. So 30 milliliters of each. Next, the rums. 2 ounces each of your white rum and your dark rum. 2 ounces is 60 milliliters. Like I said, this is 4 ounces of rum. This is a strong drink. Make sure you have a driver. Next is going to be the ice. And I have my Lewis bag. I'm going to put in about 12 ice cubes in there. And how many ice cubes you put in depends on the size of your ice cubes. But you want about 12 ounces of crushed ice. And how you crush it is up to you. I've got a mallet. A small hammer or a towel will work as well. So I'm going to get to this. Okay, that was very loud, but it's done. So I'm going to put my ice in my shaker. Oh, and it fills it right up to the top. I may need a bigger shaker, a little bit more. Set this aside. Let's put that there. Lid on and flash shake. So not much. Done. Hurricane glass. It has to be in a hurricane glass. This is a lot of fluid. If you don't have a hurricane glass, use what you have. Make sure it's big. And they ask for an open pour, so we're keeping the same ice in. See how I did in my proportions? Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Almost perfect. Now, garnishes. Garnishes for this drink is optional, but I would strongly suggest a straw. A lot of recipes will suggest a slice of orange, so let me do that quick. Like so. And some recipes will also suggest a cherry. And I'm using Filthy Foods black cherries. Let's try to stay away from the Dayglow, unless you really have a reason to use them. Use my fingers because I'll be drinking this. Pop that in there like that. And finally, umbrella. Umbrellas are not listed as a garnish for the modern hurricane. They are for the 1940s hurricane, but it's a hurricane. Let's have a little toothpick umbrella. And of course, we're going to break it. And there you have it. A modern hurricane. Drink with good spirits.